Well, hey there and welcome. I am so excited and just proud of you for taking this step to take your health and your fitness into your own hands and to take control. I know that this decision did not come without much thought and much planning. And so I want to make sure that this time that you are here, that you are able to get results and that you are able to establish some habits that will create a lifestyle of health and fitness for you. What I would like for you to do is to stop, to go and get a pencil, paper, notebook, something that you can take notes on because I'm going to be giving you a lot of information. It's going to be 6 different parts. And so I'm going to kind of stop in between each part so that you are able to stop and come back to it as needed. So go ahead, get your pen and paper, and let's get down to business. So the first part that we're going to talk about is goals. You know, without having a goal, that it is going to be very difficult for you to get to the results that you are after. And so what I would like for you to do is to be very mindful about this. And I don't want this goal to just be a weight loss goal, even though your goal can encompass that. But that should not be your only goal because we are going to be creating a lifestyle of habits. So I want you to think of what you would like to accomplish within the next 30 days. And then after that, I want you to think about what you would like to accomplish within the next 6 months. And then after that, I want you to think about what you would like to accomplish for the next 12 months. And write that down. And if you would, when we get together, then you're going to share that with me because I want to be able to hold you accountable to those goals that you have set. The next thing that goes right along with our goals is our mindset. And I will be sharing some books and things that have helped me to get my mindset right in creating these healthy habits. One of the books that I like is a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And that book has been very helpful, especially when you are creating a habit that maybe you don't really want to do. Maybe it is a health reason, maybe you've had a health scare and you need to make some changes, but that can be very difficult. And so he gives some very good tips and helps as to how to create these healthy habits. Another book that I really like is called The Miracle Morning. If you are not a morning person and, but you are finding it difficult to get the things done that you want to get done, creating a morning routine has just been so helpful to me, and I think that it will be helpful for you too. So The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod is the second suggestion as to personal development book. The third is also by Hal Elrod, and this book is called The Miracle Equation. And it kind of builds on to what he talked about in The Miracle Morning, but it is not necessary for you to read The Miracle Morning to be able to glean the things that he wants you to get out of the miracle equation. So those are my 3 suggestions as to personal development books, but you can choose anything. I know a lot of times when I tell people we're going to be doing personal development, the first thing that they say is, I do personal development, I read my Bible every day. And that is going to be a great foundation for you. But you do need to use some additional resources so that you can hone in on the areas that you need to work on. If you need other suggestions, let me know. I've got a list. So now we're going to move on to our second point, which is our starting point. So part 2, our starting point is usually that place that everybody dreads. And because Maybe you are not at a weight that you want to be, or maybe you're in a size that you don't want to be in. But guess what? It is just the starting point, and we can move forward from there. But you need to make sure that you have a few things in mind as you start. One is taking pictures. I would love for you to take pictures at least every month, if not every week. Weekly pictures are great, especially in the very beginning, because your body is going to be changing. The scale may not change very much, but your body is going to be changing as you go through this process. So I want you to take starting pictures, and I'm going to share with you how to go about doing that in another section. The next thing that you want to do is you want to take measurements, because also your measurements are going to be changing and the scale may not. The third thing that you will want to do is to take your weight. Now, I personally weigh every day, but I am at my weight that I want to be, and I don't want my weight to fluctuate very much. But if you are on a weight loss journey, that can be very demoralizing if you step on the scale and the scale has gone up. So I want you to get focused on the process that you're going through, and not just the fluctuation of the scale or the fluctuation of your measurements, because those things are going to change. But I want you to get, like he says in the book Atomic Habits, I want you to get bored with going through this process. That process should be such that you can do it without even thinking about it. So those three things are going to be the tools that are going to help us to track and measure the direction that you're going in. So taking pictures, taking measurements, and taking your weight. Let's talk about how to take your pictures. You should wear something in your picture that's going to be sort of fitted. It could be a sports bra and yoga pants or shorts, whatever you're comfortable in. But try to wear that same thing every time you get ready to take your pictures. If you are not comfortable using your phone, Google how to use your phone. You don't have to have someone at your house to physically take pictures for you. As a matter of fact, I am making this recording on my own. So you will flip your camera so that it's in selfie mode, and you will do your timer, and then step away from the camera so that you can be seen from head to toe. And also, you want to make sure that you are against a wall that is free of a lot of designs. So a wall that is a solid wall that doesn't have a whole lot of pictures and things, that is what you'll want to use. Also, the next thing is taking your measurements. So you don't have to have someone to measure for you either. What you'll do is you'll take your tape measure, you'll wrap it around your back, make sure that it is flush, it doesn't have a twist in it, and you'll pull it across the fullest part of your bust, and you'll hold it, and then you'll look down and you'll record that number. And then same thing around the smallest part of your waist, and then around the fullest part of your hips. And that is how you're going to keep up with it. My suggestion again is definitely for the pictures within the first month, to take pictures and measurements every week. So I like to do this on Saturday. I call it Statter-day, because you are recording your stats. So that's all about our starting point and how we're going to keep up with it. So now we're going to move on to part 3, which is about nutrition. Nutrition is the part that I personally have always needed the most help in, but it is the part that if you can get your nutrition under control, this is the thing that's going to guide you throughout your life. And it is the part that is the most important, because whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight, we all have to eat. And so being able to eat healthily is super important. With Beachbody or Body, we have 2 nutrition plans. And so what I would like for you to do is to stop this video and to go to the section that says nutrition, and then watch the video that says start here. That will give you an indication as to which plan is going to be best for you, which one fits best into your lifestyle. The plan that I personally use most of the time is the plan called Portion Fix. I like being able to measure out my food so that I know that I'm not overeating in those areas that are easy to overeat in, which are the carbs. So if you like chips, you can have chips. That's not a problem. But if you take those chips and put those chips in that little yellow cup, then that lets you know about how many chips you can have in a day. And so like I said, I love that particular plan because it not only helps me to not overeat, but it also helps me to eat a balance of macros. And I don't have to know what a macro is. I don't have to know how to calculate my macros. Once I calculate the plan that I need to be on, I can eat that plan and know that I'm fueling my body properly. The second plan is one that gives you more of a mindful way of eating. But like I said, you'll watch that video and then you will determine which plan is going to be best for you, and then we'll discuss that. Now, the next thing that falls under nutrition are the supplements. And I needed supplements when I got started because I was very active and the food that I was putting in my body was just not giving me enough to fuel my muscles, for me to be able to build muscle, and for me to be able to feel energetic. And so I started drinking Shakeology, and that has been very helpful for me. It is the foundation to my nutrition. And I think anyone that is on a weight loss journey, that this is a great place for you to start. Whether you continue with Shakeology or not is up to you, but it is always a good idea to start there. Another supplement that is really good is Energize, and that is a pre-workout supplement that helps to fuel your muscles. When you are just getting started with a program and you haven't been doing it for a while, having something that helps you to not feel so fatigued is important. So those 2 supplements are the ones that I would suggest, but you can always ask if there are other things that you need. But those are the basic ones that I like to talk about because they have been so helpful to me. So now we're going to move on to probably the part that you have been waiting for, and that is talking about picking a program. So movement is going to be an important part of your fitness journey, whether you are following a plan the way that it is written or you are creating your own plan. The movement is personal. It's about what you want to do to create this healthy lifestyle. I personally move every day. It just helps me feel good. The endorphins help me to have high energy, and that is just what works for me. But you have to make it what works for you and your lifestyle. Another thing that I started doing years ago is I never go more than 2 days without movement. And so that's even when I'm on vacation. So what I do is, whether I take my programs with me or whether I do something that's at that particular place that I'm going. For example, I just came back from vacation, and instead of doing my fitness program, I danced. I also hiked. And so that was my movement for the day. So I made sure that I got some type of movement in the whole time that I was there. But you have at your fingertips the most awesome fitness library, and you can filter that library based on the time that you have. If you are short on time, there are awesome workouts in there that are 10 minutes long, and you can get a great full body workout. There are workouts that are more extensive, 90 minutes long, which is a bit extreme for me, but for some people, that is what they like within their fitness program. So if you need help picking a program, that is what I'm here for. If you have limitations within your body, then we want to talk about that so that the program that you pick is going to help you to feel successful, but it's also going to help you with those goals that you're trying to achieve. Now, some of my favorite programs, if you are a very beginner, is XB Sweat and Sculpt, which is a brand new program. Also in the Open Fit library, under your fitness library, under Open Fit, there's a section, and the Pilates is also very good. So we will have a discussion to talk about what's going to be best for you, but movement is very important, whether you do it 3 times a week or every day like I do, but movement is something that you need to do in working towards those healthy lifestyle habits. So now we're getting ready to move on to our 5th section, which is accountability. So accountability is that piece that I didn't know that I needed, but I did. And that is having some place or someone that you are checking in with. Now, I can be your accountability buddy, and the people that are in the group with you are also going to be your accountability buddy. We have 2 different places that you will, or 2 different check-ins that you will do. One is going to be in the BOD group. Now, the BOD group, I'm getting ready to switch that out, and it will be on Facebook. And you can check into that group every day if you would like, because I'm going to have motivational things in there. Sometimes there will be motivation, sometimes there will be recipes, but there will be something new in there every day, and you can go in there and look. But I definitely want you to check in at least twice a week. I want you to check in on Friday, because you need to have a plan for the weekend. The weekend is where most people kind of blow it out the water. They've been good all week long, and I don't like using that term good or bad, but they have followed their plan all week long, and then they get to the weekend and it's like, well, I'm going to have a margarita, I'm going to have a dessert, I'm going to eat pizza, I'm going to have French fries. And then all of that work that they did throughout the week gets kind of blown out of the water, and then they feel bad. So on Friday, you are going to check in, and that Friday check-in is just to say what your plan is. Are you planning to meal plan? Are you planning to meal prep? Are you planning to have a treat? Because those are things that you need to plan. If you are planning to have a treat, how are you going to offset that during the day so that it doesn't throw the whole day off? I know that today I am going to have pizza with my friends, but the pizza is going to be really healthy. So instead of buying pizza from a restaurant that I can't control how much cheese is on it, I have bought organic pizza sauce, turkey, pepperoni. I have healthy crust, and we're going to be able to eat these pizzas and not have any guilt with that. And so if I decide that I'm going to have a glass of wine, then I can do that within the framework of my meal plan, but I do have to have a plan. The second check-in that you are going to do is a Monday check-in. The reason you're going to check in on Monday is you're going to check in to say, how did the weekend go? If the weekend was great, then you want to shout out and celebrate that because it's encouraging to other people that are within the group. If it wasn't so good, then think about what you can do because the weekend's coming again. What can you do to make it better? So we're always thinking about getting 1% better and doing those things that are going to be something that we can do for life. This is not deprivation. It's about us creating healthy habits and a healthy lifestyle. And now the last part we're going to talk about is about evaluation. This piece right here is so important because if you aren't evaluating how this is serving you, then it doesn't help me to be able to help you either. And so at the end of the month, I am going to send out an evaluation for you to just rate how it went with your process. Part of it is an evaluation of you and did you do the things that were necessary? Did this serve you? What things would you like to see going forward? What would help you to get the best results? And so those are the 6 things that are going to help you to get results. And this process that we're going to be going through that I want you to get bored with. So I thank you again for being here. I am so excited. I am so looking forward to helping you and seeing you get the results that you're after. Be blessed.